Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9 Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hermits Pregame Live, brought to you by NMR Events. I'm Andreas LaRosa, alongside Jimmy Bachman and Billy Hughes, and we bring you today's presentation of the Hermits Pregame Live as our own St. Augustine Prep Hermits prepare to take on the Spartans of Holy Spirit. So, Jimmy, why don't you give us a little rundown of the Hermits' last game?
Yeah, Dre, the Hermits played really well last game, even though they lost 68-54 to Camden. You can't really blame them too much. Camden, number 6 team in the country. But the Hermits did play good, especially in the fourth quarter when they started to heat up on offense. Matt Delaney, 17 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. John Horner was really shooting the ball well, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 threes. And Keith Palak also hit 3 threes on 9 points and 5 rebounds. So we really got to see our senior leadership against Camden. They played great, and I really liked how we played offensively. We didn't turn the ball turn the ball over too much in the second half, but the first half was a bit of a struggle as Camden was pressing, putting a lot of pressure on our young guards. So we got to see more of that tonight. Hopefully, more control of the ball.
For sure, we definitely played great in the fourth quarter with our cut the lead to 9 points, but we kind of struggled to stop it on defense, stop it on the defensive end. You know, the number 6 team in the country. It's obviously hard to stop, but eventually, we can put up the points to keep ourselves in the game.
Yeah, some other notable names for the Hermits: Jack Schleicher putting up 5.6 points per game. He leads the team in steals. Elijah Brown, the freshman guard, also putting up around 5.4 points per game, and Ethan Fox, the sophomore guard, putting up 3.2 points per game. But for those younger guards, it's a lot more than points. They contribute a lot to the team on defense, and their points don't really reflect on how well they've been playing this year.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The guards have definitely gotten better as the year's gone on. They've learned. We got young guys, and they're getting better. Especially learning from these seniors like Delaney, Horner, Palak. Even though they don't play guard, they're able to mentor these guys. And I really like how Ethan Fox and Jack Schleicher played last game. Of course, Jack had a big assignment guarding DJ Wagner, and he did a pretty good job with it. He had some nice points. I really like how he played. He's gotten better this season. And they're going to have play another young team tonight in Holy Spirit. 8-4 coming into this game. They've had an up and down year, but I really like how they played because Holy Spirit is a really young team. All of their top scorers, sophomores. Number 13, Jameer Smith. He's a 5'10 sophomore guard. 19.1 points per game. He also leads the team in assists and threes. He's going to be the guy we're going to want to look out for tonight. Jack Schleicher will probably be guarding him. Number 2, Jameel Wilkins. He's a sophomore, 12.6 points per game. Another great player. Number 5, Asana Freeman, 12 points per game. He's also a really good rebounder and a shooter. Number 1, Kai Gilliam, 9.2 points per game. And number 24, Jaden Lanos, who's averaging 6.9 points per game. All sophomores, very young. So I want to see the Hermits take advantage of Holy Spirit's youth tonight.
Yeah, in Spirit's last game, they actually lost 64-54 to St. Joe's. The Hermits also lost to St. Joe's earlier in the season, but they came back and beat them. The leading scorer of that game was obviously Jameer Smith and Jamil Wilkins, both putting up 17 points in their last showing, obviously against St. Joe's. Smith is he's just a threat everywhere on the court, while Wilkins gets most of his points in the paint. And another notable name for that game was Hassaner Freeman, putting up a big 10 points.
Yeah, I really like we said, Holy Spirit, they're young, but they've gotten better. And actually, Prep did play Holy Spirit earlier in this year. That was the first game of the season on January 30th. Prep did win 60-53. It was a close one, went into overtime. Jameer Smith led all scoring for the Spartans with 26 points, so we really got to look out for him tonight. You know, Coach Rader is going to have a game plan for him. Matt Delaney, of course, with his usual 18 points. John Horner, 16 points. Keith Palak, 13 points, 3 threes. So, of course, we saw the seniors, of course, all leading scorers. But the Hermits hope to kind of do the same thing tonight, but, hopefully a little better, a little more efficient.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to just keep the same road as we did in the first game versus Holy Spirit, if we didn't mention that it was the first game of the season. And now we're going to move on to our likely starters for tonight's game.
So we're obviously expecting that usual rotation from the 3 guards, Elijah Brown, Ethan Fox, and Jack Schleicher. We can't really tell you who exactly is going to be starting, but any of those 3, if they're in the 1 and 2 spots, will surely be good. And obviously the 3 big forwards, the seniors, Keith Palak, Matt Delaney, and John Horner, obviously as their secured starters for tonight's game.
Yeah, I really like, of course, having Matt Delaney, Keith Palak. They've been fantastic. Matt Delaney has just been a beast this year, averaging a double-double, I believe almost 20 points. He's been amazing, and really he's going to be a key to the game, and that's going to be a whole key to the game itself is our veteran leadership. Holy Spirit is a very young team, mostly sophomores, like we said. So Prep's got to take advantage of that with our seniors, and we really saw that our younger guys are learning, playing great teams like Camden. They're going to want to come out tonight and get a little revenge after losing the last game.
And obviously something we can't forget, Matt Delaney recently crossed his 1,000-point mark, a big step from him. And just another notable couple players off the Hermits bench, Xavier Ernest, Kenny Selby, Luke Bevilacqua, the freshman, and Jared DeMera. We've seen them rotating into the lineup a little bit, especially against Camden, placing those starters when they get tired.
Xavier Ernest is a great player. He does everything that Prep needs him to do off the bench. He's a good rebounder. He plays good defense. He's a good scorer. He hits his free throws. He's athletic on defense. He's able to guard anybody. He's got the size. I really like how he's played off the bench. He definitely gives the Hermits a little more depth. And Kenny Selby's a really good defending guard. You could put him on anybody, and he's able to lock him up. Of course, he plays football, so he's got the quick feet, the quick hands. He's able to beat those guys. And I think we got to use our height advantage tonight. I think that's going to be another big key. We got a lot of size. Hermits, we are able to crash the boards offensively and defensively. That'll be big, get a lot of points in the post.
Definitely. In addition to that, Keith Palak's range, from behind the arc, definitely be crucial for the Prep tonight. And another key to the game is to limit turnovers. It really killed us during the Camden game 2 nights ago. Our turnover game, we need to keep the ball, keep possession of it, get up and down the court, play our game.
As you said, Billy, Hermits are coming off that loss to Camden, but another key to the game, they should look to have a good comeback game, keep that aggression up. Obviously, early in the year, the Hermits did beat Holy Spirit, but it wasn't by a lot. They went into overtime, and the Hermits just snuck out the win. A lot of people believe that the Hermits should have won that game just in the regular time, as they are notably one of the better teams, especially in basketball history, which is going to bring us to another key to the game, which may seem obvious, but the Hermits have just got to make their shots tonight. Against Camden, they struggled. Some breakaway layups missed, and some open threes, open jumpers. Those are shots that are clinical, and they've got to be able to sink those if they want to win tonight.
Yeah, Andreas, and like I said, I liked what I saw in the fourth quarter against Camden. We struggled getting stops, but we were really good on offense, bringing that lead down to single digits. And we were able to hit a lot of our shots. We saw John Horner and Keith Palak really heat up from 3. And I want to go back to what you said about the comeback game. great teams play their best when they're on their toes coming off a loss. And I really hope to see that tonight. Coach Ritter's going to have his guys ready. And all these guys are going to want to get a good win. There's not many games left in the season. Our seniors are going to want to finish their careers here strong. So I expect them to come out with some momentum tonight.
Definitely, Jim. And, according to what, in addition to what Andreas said, obviously we got to hit down the fundamentals. Keep it clinical, like he said, and just continue hitting down our shots, making good passes, hitting our free throws, which really killed us against Camden, and just hit the mid-range jumpers.
Obviously, after this Holy Spirit game, the Hermits will be playing Hamilton in their final game of the season. You can also catch the pregame live for that coming on Friday when that game begins. But that's really going to do it today for us on the Hermits pregame live. Once again, I'm Andreas LaRosa alongside Jimmy Bachman and Billy Hughes, and we thank you for watching this presentation of the Hermits pregame live. And now we're going to send it up to the booth.
Let's go Hermits.
Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paul A. Rodeo Gymnasium on the campus of St. Augustine Prep. I'm Andreas LaRosa, alongside longtime Hermits assistant basketball coach Dave Catalana and Vinny Paulsina, and we welcome you to this presentation of the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel as the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep take on the Spartans of Holy Spirit. Hermits coming off a 14-point loss to the Panthers of Camden High School. Coach Cat, why don't you give us a little bit more about that?
Well, it was a good showing, as we talked about that night, but this program was not built on good showing. So while Coach was probably not unhappy with the way his team played, obviously you're playing that game to get a win. But the other thing that you're trying to do that is you want to build, especially the young guys, you want to build their confidence to know they can be in a game like that, they can handle the pressure like that, they can play against big-time players, and you're hoping that that translates into games, even one like tonight, or games later in their career.
Yeah, the Hermits look to rebound tonight in their second matchup against Holy Spirit. In their first matchup, they got a 60-53 win in overtime back on January 30th. Jameer Smith of Holy Spirit led the way with 26 points. Matt Delaney led the way for the Hermits with 18 points. John Horner contributed 16, and Keith Pallett contributed 13 with 3 threes.
Well, that was the opening game of the year for the Hermits. They had no scrimmages. They had not played. So it was kind of a feeling out for them. And it was an odd game. I've really never seen a game like that where St. Augustine took an early lead in the middle of the second quarter and the beginning of the third. Holy Spirit went on a run. I think it was like 17-1. They took the lead back, and going into the fourth quarter, Hermits were down 8, and they were kind of looking for answers, and they found the answers with their big guys. Their seniors came up big in the fourth quarter, and then scored all their points in the overtime between Keith Pallett, John Horner, and Matt Delaney.
Yeah, the 3 seniors are definitely leading the team. Last game, they all had a strong showing, combining for 39 points and 21 boards. So they definitely lead the team. They contribute the most on offense. And it's just getting those young guys involved, like you said. Like last game, it was a great learning experience for them. They got used to playing against a tough opponent, great action. They look to use that to their advantage tonight.
When you talk about young players, and we talk about the Hermit guards all the time, and we've all year talked about the sophomores, this Holy Spirit team is basically all sophomores. It's a really good, strong group of sophomores that Coach Jamie Gillespie has. A couple of a junior and a senior involved as well. But that group, again, that was a first game for them as well. They struggled a little at times, but they're coming along. I talked to Coach Gillespie before the game. He said they're really coming along. He really likes the way this team is progressing, and I think later on that's going to be a big time for them in the future.
Obviously, that first matchup between these two teams was early in the season. That was only Holy Spirit's third game to the Hermits' first game. So I guess you could say both of them were just a little bit rusty. We're definitely expecting to see a little bit better of a game tonight as the Hermits coming off their second loss of the season, but they've got the winning record. Holy Spirit also has a winning record at 8-4, so we're expecting to see a good game tonight.
The Holy Spirit they've had 2 losses in a row. They lost to St. Joe on Monday night, but they lost to Cedar Creek the game before that, a game that they had the lead, and they lost to go. So they're not used to 3-game losing streaks down there in Absecon. So this is going to be an interesting game, how these two teams come out.
Yeah, both teams trying to snap their losing streaks. The Hermits dropped their last one. Holy Spirit dropped their last two. They're going to come into this game hungry. That's going to be something to watch out for tonight. It should be a really fun game to watch.
And the thing about that first game was I guarantee that both coaches feel like they should have won that game. The St. Augustine comes out because of that strong fourth quarter and overtime, and I guarantee if you talk to Jamie Gillespie, he'll think that's one that they let go, that they had a chance to win it. So interesting now they get the rematch because of a quirk in the schedule. They weren't supposed to play, but because Atlantic City's season had to end, Coach AD Mike Rizzo picks up this game, and it's a good one between these two teams.
And you spoke of that young sophomore team at Holy Spirit, obviously a very solid team. It's going to be interesting to see them matched up against those big three seniors for the Hermits. Obviously the Hermits have got that size advantage with Matt Delaney, Keith Pallick, and John Horner in the 3 forward spots. So the Hermits have definitely got that edge in size, as I said. We're expecting to see a good game from them here tonight.
And they used that size to their advantage in the first game. John Horner had 14 rebounds in that first game. Delaney had 10. So a lot of guys. Xavier Ernest came off the bench. He had 5 rebounds as well. So they really hurt Holy Spirit on the boards in that first game.
Yeah, the vet leadership should be something to watch out for tonight. Holy Spirit is a little more inexperienced than the Hermits are, obviously having those 3 big seniors. So that's definitely going to be something to watch out for later in the game, in the fourth quarter, when it comes time to see who takes over, really.
Coach Cat, you talked about Xavier Ernest, and I just wanted to give the player some props. Last game, he did a great job, especially on defense. He was matched up against the #1 recruit in the class of 2023, DJ Wagner, and I'd say he did a pretty good job.
Yes,
definitely limited DJ to scoring when Xavier was out on the court.
Yeah, yes, he did. And his minutes were fluctuated a little during the game. I thought he did a nice job.
And now for tonight's starting lineups, starting with the 8-4 Spartans, coached by head coach Jamie Gillespie. Starting in the guard spots, number 2, Jamil Wilkins, number 13, Jameer Smith. And starting in the forward spots, Gavin Gillespie and Hassaner Freeman. And finally, that big guard, number 12, Jabril Smith. And now for the Hermits, coming into this contest with a record of 11-2, coached by, as usual, Coach Paul Rodeo. In the guard spots, you've got Ethan Fox and Jack Schleicher, and your usual 3 big forwards, Keith Palak, Matt Delaney, and John Horner. So the Spartans kicking off possession now.
Hermits in the man-to-man. First time the two teams played, they were in more of the matchup.
That was Gilliam for 3, no good. Fox over to Palak. So quick ball moving from the Hermits now. And that's Horner in the low post. A little bit off the hands of Palak. Back to Horner. Swings to Delaney. Now Delaney for 3. No good. Delaney struggled from 3 last game, going 0 for 2. And now here's the Spartans on the counterattack. That's Wilkins for 3. High off the backboard, no good. Rebound Gilliam, no good. Delaney with the rebound. And now Fox to take it up. Palak. Delaney in the low post, using that size event, and he's fouled. So now Matt Delaney's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
Well, you said using the size. Gavin Gillespie, the senior for Holy Spirit, gets the start. I think to maybe help against the big guys of the Hermits, a little more experienced. Can bang a little bit in there with Matty Delaney a little more.
And you know, one of the points that the Hermits struggled at in their game against Camden was foul shots. They've actually haven't been great at it all season. Some games on, some games off. Hermits shooting 44% last game against Camden, so they're looking to definitely step that number up tonight. And Matt Delaney does a good job starting off, going 2 for 2.
They were 44%, and I think Camden was worse.
Definitely a key to the game, those foul shots. Got to make those open. Now here's Horner on the breakaway. Takes it all by himself and lays it in for 2.
Nice glide there. Horner gets out in front. Pelican finds him.
So here's Spartans on the quick counterattack. That ball's up, no good. Rebound Delaney. And he's fouled. It's going to go in favor of the Hermits.
Both teams up tempo. That's what they play all the time. So this is, not going to be any different. Spartans more of a penetrate type of team. Push the ball down, get it into the paint that way.
Now Fox to take it up. He's pressed by Jameer Smith. Over to Delaney. Delaney takes by himself, steps back, pull up 2, banks it in. And Jameer Smith to take it up for the Spartans now. Good little Smith takes it all by himself, dishes. That ball swung around the top. Wilkins couldn't handle it. Now he's going to drive, takes it himself, lays it up and in.
That's that 4-out set that they're going to run just with the one guy on the post. Look to penetrate.
Good recovery there from Jamil Wilkins after slipping up. Takes it all by himself and gets 2. Schleicher with it. Now to Horner. Horner finds Delaney. Delaney. Good pass to Horner on the inside. Great pass from Matt Delaney. And a good finish there from John Horner.
Well, we've been saying all year that the interior passing by the Hermit Bigs has been excellent, and that was another example of it there.
Hermits off to an 8-0, or excuse me, 8-2 run. Start the first quarter. There's Wilkins, drives, puts it up, and he's fouled. So now Wilkins to the line for 2.
Well, we talked about the first time they played. The Hermits had opened that game and played most of the way in the matchup zone. Coach Rodeo changed just a couple of games after that and went back to more of the man-to-man. And they're going to be tested because these are quick guards for Holy Spirit. So Hermit guards are going to be tested.
Yeah, the man-to-man has worked really well this season. After starting out in the zone, it didn't work as well. The young, inexperienced guards weren't factoring into that very well, so he changed the man-to-man pretty quickly into the season, and it's definitely paid off this year.
So Wilkins going 1 for 2 to the line. There's Schleicher on the counter, lays it up and in. Good bucket there from Jack Schleicher. Now so here's Smith with it, over to Wilkins. Wilkins to Gilliam in the corner. And that's to Freeman.
Good job by Horner. Just move his feet, take the penetration away.
Little switch there off the pick. There's Smith. That ball's kicked out. And now Gilliam with it. I like the man defense that I'm seeing from the Hermits here. And that's up no good.
Well, I would hope that Schleicher and Fox are going to be okay, and it's a tough matchup. That's a tough matchup for Horner there or Palick. You know, bigger guys having to play these quicker guards.
Here's Alanos to check in for the Spartans. He subs out Gillespie. Now Gilliam to inbound. Kicks it out to Wilkins. Resets possession. Now here he goes. Ball to Gilliam at the foul line. Fake shot. No good. And that's put up. No good from Freeman. And now Fox to take it up. Hermits moving at some pace here. They've definitely got the momentum. Fox pulls up for three. No good.
Well, the Hermits on the defensive end are really, again, they want to take penetration away. They'll allow the jump shot. Holy Spirit is going to be worried so much about the big guys inside. They're going to give that shot to Ethan Fox. But we know he can make it.
Fox definitely one of the Hermits' better shooters. That's a rare miss from him. Delaney gets his own rebound, kicks around, and that's recovered by Wilkins. He's going to take it up. He's not wasting any time. Eurostep draws the foul. Actually, they're going to call that an offensive foul. So what could have been an and one. Good stop there from Fox, and the Hermits are going to get it going the other way.
Well, the Holy Spirit bench isn't going to be happy. Maybe not so much about that call, but they wanted one the time before that, and now that just sort of compounds it. Now they get a block charge go against them.
So here's Fox to take it up. Over to Palick.
1-3-1 defense.
The deep three. No good. Kicks out to Fox. Back to Palick. Over to Horner. Now to Delaney. Palick fakes the three. Kicks it over to Schleicher. Schleicher the three. No good. Rebound Delaney. Kicked around. Horner finds it, and he lays it in.
What a smart play by Keith Palick to tap that to John Horner.
Ball kind of bounced around down low there. Palick got a hold of it. Kicked it over to Horner, who laid it in for two.
Well, that's our first timeout. That'll give us a chance to take a look at our keys to the game brought to us by our good friends of Toyota of Vineland. First of all, for the Hermits, we talked about their size advantage, and they need to dominate the paint. They're bigger. You've seen it already. They're bigger, stronger. They need to dominate the paint. Second thing is the young guards. We talk about St. Augustine's guards, but this is a young group of guards over there on the Holy Spirit side. And they played early in the year. We're now at the end of the year. Let's see who's developed more. And the last thing is to bounce back. You had a tough loss the other night against a really good team. Bounce back in your own building, come up with a win.
Yeah, the Hermits are definitely hungry for this win today. They're going to try really hard to get it, and hopefully they do.
That goes for both teams, actually, as Holy Spirit's coming off that two-game loss streak, and the Hermits, obviously, who lost to Camden. Now Palick at the line.
So a technical foul was called on Coach Jamie Gillespie there. He was definitely unhappy about some of the calls that had not gone his way. Used a big part of that timeout to voice his frustration.
And he's going to get that one against him. Now the Hermits get the ball back after Palick goes 2 for 2 from the line. Good showing from the line for the Hermits tonight. Shooting right now 100% as Delaney sinks 2 and Palick sinks 2.
Great job by Holy Spirit to take away Delaney on the inside. They're going to force the Hermits to beat him from the outside.
Hermits looking really comfortable here in possession. And now Fox takes a three. No good. Rebound Delaney. Uses that size, puts it in, and lays it in.
Well, I like the kick-out play, the good shot, but what was even better was Delaney was there to offensive rebound.
Yeah, the shots are definitely open for the Hermits outside of the paint today. They're taking a lot of jump shots. The shots just aren't falling right now as it was in the first half of the Camden game. In the second half, the shots started to fall, and that's what we're going to look for today. It just takes a little bit for the Hermits to heat up.
Yeah, and it's okay for that shot. We're going to take that Ethan Fox shot all the time, so he can go ahead and take that one, and especially if the bigs are going to crash the offensive boards.
So Elijah Brown checking for the Hermits. He's in for Palick. And now Smith, pull up three. No good. Ball's off the hands of Delaney. Smith gets his own rebound. Good move there from Jameer Smith, and he gets 2.
Excellent hustle there.
Ball now to Schleicher. Over to Fox. Fox finds Brown in the corner. Looked like he was doubled there. Now Schleicher, good pass to Fox down low. An unselfish play from Fox and gives it to Delaney, who shoots it in for 2.
You're right about that. Unselfish. Fox doesn't want to go up and take that, but he'll give it to Delaney.
And that's a good response there from Holy Spirit. Freeman to lay it in. Now the Hermits looking for another response. There's Elijah Brown, no good. Rebound Horner, off the glass, no good. Schleicher tips it in. And that little man, Jack Schleicher, don't sleep on him in the paint. He just tips that one right in.
Yeah, the Hermits' size is definitely playing an advantage here. They're really dominating the offensive glass and getting a lot of offensive rebounds.
Yeah, and it's a bonus when your guards are in there doing it as well.
That shot from Gilliam, no good. Now here's Schleicher to take it up. Finds Horner. Resets it to Fox up top. Pass, they're going to call that a kick on Holy Spirit, I believe, and that's going to stay with the Hermits.
That was one of the plays where they really hurt the Holy Spirit zone at Holy Spirit in that low block, using Matt Delaney in that low block in that sort of gray area down there, and they tried to get it to him there.
So here's Selby and Ernest checking for the Hermits. Ball off the hands of Brown. Recovered by Lanos. Now Smith to take it up. Over to Wilkins, who gets fouled in the and one from Jamil Wilkins.
Nice move along the baseline there. Kind of, it would have been an opportunity maybe for Schleicher to step in and take a charge there like Fox did earlier. But he went up for the block and gets the foul.
Wilkins has been to the line tonight. Shot 1 for 2 earlier. And he gets the first one. Excuse me, he gets the only one. That's a 3-point play there from Jamil Wilkins. So here's Ernest inbound.
Man-to-man, full court.
Over to Brown. Selby with it. He's guarded by Smith. Ernest finds Palick on the outside. Palick, Delaney in the high post. Back out to Palick, who fakes it, takes it in, and lays it in. Good move there from Keith Palick.
Hermits are comfortable in that 40 set.
Wilkins with it. He's guarded by Brown. Over to Smith.
Good hedge and recovery there by Delaney.
Gilliam, the deep 3, no good. Rebound, Wilkins, who puts it up over Brown and in.
Didn't get the box out. Brown just tried to go up for the rebound without getting the body first.
It's always hard to get that rebound when you're over the back lot. Could have seen a foul call there if Brown had just reached over a bit. Now Selby with it up top. Hermits just moving that ball. It's Palick with it. He drives. Looks like the Hermits are just running a little bit of a weave up top.
Want to get it down to run it down.
Gonna hold for the last shot. Here's Selby who drives. And they're gonna call that against the Spartans. Delaney checking out. In comes Horner. And in comes Jabril Smith for the Spartans. Seven seconds left. Here's Selby to take it up. Finds Ernest. Ernest over to Horner. Horner using that size, puts it up off the glass, no good. And Ernest is going to put that last shot up too late, no good. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Hermits up by 10, 22-12 over the Spartans.
Today's broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our school community. The second quarter is proudly brought to you by the Barbario and Rich Financial Services, helping individuals plan for a successful retirement since 1993. Building the foundation today for a brighter future tomorrow. For a complimentary retirement planning assessment, please call Lou Barbario at 609-926-3100.
Good first quarter for the Hermits. Good up and down quarter. 22 points is a lot for this team. And we expect the up and down. Again, St. Augustine wants to push. Holy Spirit, that's part of their game as well.
Yeah, the Hermits came out firing on all cylinders. Other than how they have been earlier in the season, they usually come out slow, but this game they really came out on fire. And it took the Spartans a little bit to warm up, actually, finally getting into their own later in the first quarter. They started to drive the ball and get easy layups.
I like the pace I'm seeing here from the Hermits tonight. You know, those quick counter, getting some easy buckets. And same with the Spartans, but obviously the Hermits have gotten the best of them in that first quarter. Here's Selby to inbound now to begin the second. Now Brown to take it up. Over to Selby. Selby drives, dishes to Palak. Finds Delaney. Top of the foul line, over to Selby again. Selby dishes, over to Palak. Palak, the corner three, no good. That ball's tipped off the hands of Matt Delaney. Elijah Brown saves it. That ball's tipped off Holy Spirit. And now here they go on the counter. Wilkins lays it up and in.
So Noah Wilkins has been the man for Holy Spirit so far this game. 11 points of the...
Now Selby to take it up. Finds Horner. He's guarded by Freeman. Over to Brown. Off the hands of Delaney. Oh, actually, the ref is going to say that was off the hands of Lanos, and that's going to stay with the Hermits. Demara checking into the game for the Hermits. He takes out Palak. Demara finds Delaney, who spins and lays that one up and in.
We've seen that one before. Great move by Delaney. That spin on the baseline.
Definitely a mistake there from Lanos, trying to take that ball from Delaney, who's going to take advantage of that opportunity.
Gets him into double figures yet again this season.
Yeah, he's really been a key part of this team, as he has been in all his years, but especially this year, leading the team. And now Brown lays that one up and in. Hermits get another two.
Yeah, the Hermits are really using their size to their advantage here. Struggling to hit shots right now, but just getting into the paint to get those easy baskets to sort of heat up.
Now Wilkins drives. Dishes to Gilliam. Gilliam the three. No good. Rebound Delaney. And now Selby to take it up. Over to Brown. Brown drives. Pull up. No good. Off the front of the rim. Ball's off the hands of Horner. And here comes Gilliam on the fast break.
Oh.
Blocked by Horner off the glass, but Wilkins gets the rebound.
Yeah. Wilkins there again on the spot. Nice block by Horner, but Wilkins followed it up.
Coach Rodeo calls a timeout. About 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
With that timeout, we would like to mention one of our sponsors, Benjamin F. Edwards and Peter Tampolini for Benjamin Edwards Investments for Generations.
Well, St. Augustine, Coach Rodeo just calls that timeout there. He's not liking the flow of his set offense. The break's working well. They're getting the ball out, getting multiple shots there. But it's just in his set offense. He wants to see something a little bit different. Called the timeout. Coach Serrana's got the board out. Going to set some plays up here for him just to see a little more continuity. Offensively, they seem to be going fast. In offense, you want to move quickly to your spots, but you don't want to be moving so fast that you don't let the play develop.
Yeah, definitely looking for that play to develop here. That's going to be something to watch out for. They just need to sort of get clean shots open.
And that's what that timeout was, just to calm things down a little, set up the play that you want.
After that timeout, Fox and Schleicher check back in for the Hermits, taking out Selby and Brown. And Smith checking back in for Holy Spirit. Here's Schleicher with it. Finds Horner in the low post. Horner using that size, dishes to Fox. Pick from Delaney. Schleicher decides not to use it. Now Fox takes his another three, and he gets it this time. Ethan Fox.
That's more of the traditional two bigs inside, guards on the outside. Nice kick out. And Ethan Fox drains the three.
Yeah, with the size of the Hermits, it forces the defense to collapse inside, which leaves the threes open, and the Hermits just finally hit one there.
And there's Gilliam for three. No good. Rebound Delaney.
Same type of play the Holy Spirit just ran there. Their three just didn't go.
Demara fakes, drives, takes it himself, and lays it up and in. That's a good move from Jared Demara.
Exactly. Tough move by Demara there. Fakes, pump fakes, puts it on the floor.
Definitely using some strength. Goes forcefully into the paint, and there's Jameer Smith, he does just the same and lays that one in for two.
Well,
Good response.
Hermits saw a lot of that the first time, so Jameer Smith can put him up in buckets.
Schleicher kicks out to Demara, who does the same thing, but he can't lay it in this time. And here's Gilliam, and they're going to call a double dribble. That's going to go in favor of the Hermits. Here's Gillespie to check in for the Spartans now. Fox to take it up. He's guarded by Smith. Schleicher in the corner. Takes it himself, drives, up and in for Jack Schleicher.
Quick move by Schleicher.
Smith takes it all by himself. Beautiful move there from Jameer Smith as he lays that one up and in. Going all by himself.
Don't want him to start getting hot.
Smith averaging 19 points per game for the Spartans this year. That ball out to Fox, who gets another three, and he capitalizes on that one. 2 for 4 on the night now.
Well, the best part about that was the hands on the catch by Fox. He had to go up and get it, was able to collect himself, and still had time to knock down the shot.
Yeah, that's something you don't see from Fox a lot this season. He contributes a lot on the defensive end, but doesn't always score a lot of points. Seeing him get 6 early points here today is something to definitely be happy about.
Smith, the deep three, no good. Rebound Horner. And as you were saying, Vinny, you know, Fox, he's definitely one of the Hermits' better shooters, but you don't see a lot of points from him. It's nice to see him on the board early. There's Smith, takes someone by himself, and that ball's going to stay with the Spartans. Smith does not get that one. Xavier Ernest checking in for the Hermits. And Elijah Brown as well, taking out the 2 big men, Delaney and Horner. Wilkins up top with it. He drives. A little athletic play there from Wilkins. They're going to call a foul on Brown, and Wilkins is going to go to the line for 2.
I think Coach Radio is taking a little advantage of it being out on the floor, out by his signature there with this team.
Standing right next to his name, a couple feet into the court.
Guess you can do a little bit of that when you've been the same place for 44 years.
And after all, it is his court, so who's to tell him to get off? Wilkins going 1 for 2 from the line. That rebound is from Palick. Good box out from him. Hermits moving quick now. Finds Xavier Ernest in the middle, but he can't handle that one. Now Palick with it up top. Schrodio running a little bit of a set piece here. Now Ernest finds Palick. And I believe they're going to call that one on Smith. It's going to stay with the Hermits. Palick using his size, and he gets fouled. And now the Spartans are going to call a timeout with 3 minutes remaining in the half.
With that timeout, we would like to mention Toyota of Vineland. Toyota of Vineland applauds the efforts of the St. Augustine Prep community for safely resuming in-person instruction and athletic competition. They have incorporated the same effort towards serving their customers. If you are in the market for a new or used car or truck, now is the time to head over to Toyota of Vineland. They have an outstanding selection of vehicles to choose from. Any car or truck purchased this weekend earns a free Yeti travel mug for their new or used vehicle. Please mention this ad to qualify.
So appreciative of all of our sponsors. Toyota of Vineland's been with us a long time since we've been broadcasting the games. Mr. Bob McCormick, I see him sitting across the way right now. Really big supporter of Hermit Athletics.
I know when I get my license, I'll be headed over to Toyota of Vineland, get myself a new car. That's if I can afford it, of course. Got to get a summer job first. So here's Fox to inbound. Ball's back to Fox, who drains a 3, but they're going to call that one off.
Looked like they got Demara setting the screen. Looked like he was solid with his feet, but maybe a little bit of extension of the arm, at least that's the way they called it. It's a good set inbounds play there, and they were running it for Fox, who's been, as you said, Vinny, he hit a couple of threes, so run something for him off the inbound.
Yeah, trying to keep him hot as he has the hot hand right now.
That's Wilkins for 3, no good. Rebound Palick. So again, that size advantage coming into play. He was slightly contested on that but too easy for him to get that rebound over Gillespie. Now Palick for three. Gets that one to go.
Nice and smooth. Took his time.
So now Wilkins to take it up for the Spartans. Finds Freeman up top. He's guarded by Ernest. Tough matchup there for Freeman against one of the Hermits' better defenders. And that's Gilliam who takes that one up and lays it in. Good move there from Kai Gilliam.
Yeah, the Spartans, as you said, their offense revolves around getting into the paint with their quick and speedy players. Once they get inside there, they've been creating really good offense. They just struggle to get inside the paint right now, taking a lot of outside shots, which have not fallen.
It's a hard fall there from Xavier Ernest after he's fouled. Nearly loses the ball in the paint as Holy Spirit just pokes that one out, but Ernest recovers, and now he's going to go to the line as the Hermits have a bonus. Jaden Lanos checking in for the Spartans. Ernest gets that one. He's going to get another one now. And the Hermits continue to be hot from the line tonight as Ernest goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, that one barely hit the net. He hit this so clean on both of those. Good form, good shot. Back comes Delaney. Hermits in their matchup 2-3 now.
Here's Wilkins to take it up. Over to Freeman. Freeman steps back to three off the front of the rim. And now Elijah Brown to recover. He's going to take that one in by himself. Lays it up, no good. Rebound to Mara, and that's going to go the other way.
Good hustle by Demara to follow it up. He thought maybe it was knocked off a Holy Spirit, but referee saw it the other way, and back come the Spartans.
So here's Wilkins. That ball over to Gillespie in the corner. Back to Freeman. Gillespie with it now. Wilkins. Now Freeman. He's guarded by Palick. Holy Spirit appears to be running a bit of a set piece as now Wilkins. That's Freeman. Sets the off-ball screen. And that ball's just off the hands of Gillespie. Turnover. Hermits are going to get that one back.
Yeah, little miscommunication. Gillespie was diving down the baseline. The pass was being made by Freeman. Looked like he was expecting him to stay in the corner.
So Horner checks in for the Hermits. Ball's up top with Delaney. Horner in the corner. Finds Delaney, who's going to use that size. Goes in, and that's blocked by Gilliam.
Nice help from the backside. Good set play. Good help from the backside.
You know, you've got a guy as big as Matt Delaney dribbling into your paint. You're going to need about 3-4 men to stop him, and that's what Holy Spirit did on that play. Now Fox. And he gets another three. Ethan Fox making 3 straight after missing his first 2. He's hot.
That's the play they tried to run on the other time. They got the offensive foul call. This time he comes right back, and he went up confident with that.
Here's Gillespie with it. Nearly loses it. Good defense there from Fox.
Well, you can always see a little bounce in your step. Look at Ethan Fox on the defensive side after hitting 3 threes.
That's Gilliam, the step back 3 off the rim. No good. Holy Spirit has not been hot, especially from the long-range 3. That's a beautiful pass from Keith Palick, but Horner cannot convert. And that ball's up from Wilkins to get the final shot of the half. No good. So that's going to do it for the first half here in Richland. Hermits come out on top. They lead by 21, 44-23.
Official orthopedic provider for Hermits Athletics with offices throughout the southern New Jersey area.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our first half here on the broadcast. We will see you in about 10 minutes when the Hermits come back on the court.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rodeo Gym as we get ready to kick off this second half in our matchup between the Hermits and the Spartans. After that first half, Vinny, why don't you give us a rundown of some of the stats?
So for Holy Spirit stats, Jameel Wilkins led the way with 13 points. Jameer Smith had 6, and then Hanasor Freeman and Kai Gilliam both had 2. There was only 4 people who scored for the Spartans, so they looked to get more players involved in the second half. And for the Hermits, it was a really good offensive showing in the first half. Matt Delaney led the way with 10. Ethan Fox got 9 on his 3 threes. Keith Palak had 7. John Horner and Jack Slaker both had 6. Elijah Brown, Jared Demera, and Xavier Ernest all contributed with 2.
Yeah, balanced scoring from the Hermits. The thing that really jumps out, as you mentioned, Vinny, were the 3 threes from Ethan Fox. We've watched him all year. He's got a great stroke. He's a good shooter. And tonight he's shown the confidence. And the coaching staff showing the confidence in him, running some plays to get him those open jumpers.
Yeah, he always doesn't take a ton of shots in the game, so it's good to see him getting more opportunities to get those points.
He's deferring to those seniors out there. You know, when you're the sophomore, sometimes you got to defer, but they're finding him open, and he's been making the shots. And on the other side with Holy Spirit, I mean, Freeman's been big for them. As you said, only 4 people in the scoring column for Holy Spirit. The Hermits got I'll say a big lead, but not a comfortable lead, because there's never such thing as a comfortable lead.
Yeah, they got to keep their foot on the gas, extend the lead. They just got to keep working until they finally get that win. They are doing a great job of rebounding from the last game, though. They've really played really well on the defensive end. They've stopped the Spartans from getting into the paint, and that's really shown because the Spartans have struggled to hit their shots.
Yeah, Vinny, I think those rebounds definitely speak to the Hermits' size. You know, Horner, Delaney, and Palak have definitely been using that height advantage in the paint and certainly costing the Spartans some points. Definitely a big factor in why the Hermits are coming to this half, up 21.
Let's see how Coach Gillespie comes out here to start the second half. You know, Jamie's been at Holy Spirit for 15 years, and to be honest, Holy Spirit, you know, their last 2 head coaches are in the building. Coach Tom Adenazzi, who's on the Hermit staff, was the previous head coach at Holy Spirit for 10 years. And Coach Iconelli was the head coach at Holy Spirit before that. So with Jamie being there for 15 years now, Tommy was there for 10 before that, and Ike before that. A lot of years of Holy Spirit coaches in the building tonight.
Yeah, and Coach Gillespie has done a really good job this year, leading the Spartans to an 8-4 record with a very young and inexperienced team.
Another one of those ex-St. Augustine players that played for Coach Rodeo, now on the opposite bench.
So here's Jameer Smith, who drives on Schleicher, dishes over to Wilkins, who finds Freeman in the corner.
Matchup zone, Hermits.
Wilkins drives on Fox, draws a foul, and 1.
Well, that's a good way for Holy Spirit to start it off.
It's a good move there from Jamil Wilkins as he gets the and 1 to draw on the foul on Fox. But he cannot convert on the 3-point play. That rebound is from Delaney.
And Holy Spirit in his zone now.
Schleicher up top. He's guarded by Smith. Over to Horner. Oh, good ball move from the Hermits. That ball from Horner to Palak to Delaney, who cannot convert, but a great play there. Jameer Smith drives. Good move from him off the high on the glass and in.
Yeah, that was a great move from Jameer Smith, really getting into the paint. When they get into the paint, they get a lot of open looks, and that's definitely what they're going to look for more in the second half.
That ball off Holy Spirit. Hermits are going to get possession now. Here's Fox to take it up. Holy Spirit running in a zone. Ball's over to Delaney in the corner, who goes in on the baseline and lays that one up and in.
Yeah, tough move there. Spirit's packing it in, but they still found a way to get it to Delaney, and he sliced through.
Wilkins now up top. Hermits also running their 2-3 zone. Pick from Gilliam. Now the ball to Wilkins. Wilkins back to Gilliam, who finds Freeman in the corner. Freeman, that ball is tipped, and Fox recovers. Fox over to Schleicher down low. Just tripped up a little bit there. No foul called. Now Delaney takes it in, over to Horner.
Oh, they got Fox in the corner wide open.
Got to watch out for that shot, and he's going to take it, Ethan Fox. And you called it, Coach Cat. Ethan Fox now having another three.
Well, I called it because he had his hand up waiting. He thought he was going to get the pass first from Delaney, but Palak found him.
We just see the danger of Ethan Fox when he gets hot. That's 4 threes from him.
Well, what you see right there is confidence, and that's what we want to see out of a young guy, getting confident.
Here's Smith, takes it by himself, and he gets the N1. That's a good move there from Jameer Smith.
Well, both teams in a zone to stop that penetration. I know St. Augustine's in it to stop the penetration and the kick out, and Smith's been able to get inside a couple of times.
So Smith at the line to shoot one, looking to convert on that three-point play. And Smith gets that one to go. Hermits lead by 19. So Fox to take it up. Finds Palak in the corner. Now Horner drives, spins, puts it up, and gets it to go.
A tough move. Don Horner, his 8th point.
Beautiful weaving there from Smith, but he kind of just chucks that one up, no good. Now here's Schleicher, drives, lays that one up, no good, but he's going to draw the foul.
Jack Schleicher, he wants to put his head down, go to the basket.
Love to see the aggression there from the sophomore. Schleicher only improving on the Hermits' greatness from the line tonight. And he goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, as you just said, Andreas, the Hermits have struggled all year with foul shots, and it's a really good sign to see them converting on them tonight.
So now Wilkins with it up top, over to Freeman. Holy Spirit just moving it around up top there. Off-ball screen, down low. Frees up Freeman, who puts it up and in.
Nice set play. Was an alley-oop to Freeman, but he came down with it and scores. There goes Schleicher.
And kicks it out to Palak, who makes a good pass, and that ball's just up top over to Fox off the front of the rim. And Schleicher recovers. That ball is just off the hands of Fox, who's tripped up, and now Wilkins lays it up and in. Hermits quick on the counter. Here's Horner. Surprised he didn't take that one. And he dishes it into Delaney, who gets his own rebound, uses that size. No good. And they're going to call a foul against the Hermits. That one's on Horner.
Horner over the top. Both teams in this zone kind of slowed things down a little, but then when they get out and going, the ball kicked around a little bit, picked up the tempo.
Yeah, every time they got on a fast break, they just use their speed to get out in front of the defense, try and get the easy layups.
So Holy Spirit is running that offense, just keeping it moving up top. Now Smith with it up top. Spins, dishes over to Freeman, who puts it up. No good. Rebound Delaney. And that's turned over. Smith gets it. Gives it to Gilliam, who cannot convert on that turnover. And in come the subs for the Hermits. That's Horner, Demera, and Selby. Excuse me, just Selby and Demera checking in. Horner just happened to be over there. Smith, head down, drives, puts it up and in. Good showing here from Jameer Smith
having
in the second half.
Having a good third quarter.
Now here's Horner, drives, and lays that one up and in.
Good left-hand finish from John Horner.
Wilkins up top with it. And he drives. Little step there, no good. Schleicher with the rebound. Schleicher is going to take it coast to coast, and he lays that one up and in. Spirit quick on the counter. That's Wilkins.
This is more like what we saw in the first half. The up and down.
Yeah, very fast-paced game. They're definitely using their speed to their advantage.
Little coast to coast there from both teams. Schleicher and then Wilkins to respond. Now Schleicher with it up top. Hermits running some screens down low as Schleicher's going to take it. Dishes Delaney. Beautiful pass there from Jack Schleicher. And Matt Delaney capitalizes.
That's something you've seen a lot of this game. They get the ball into the paint, and then they make some really nice passes all around.
Beautiful dish from Schleicher as Smith with the three. Can't get it to go. Now Selby to take it up from the Hermits. Keeping that fast pace as he gives it to Delaney, who lays it up and in.
Running the floor. The big guy runs the floor. Reward him with the ball.
Big showing tonight from Matt Delaney. Seemed to find him with that little dish in the paint very often as Wilkins is fouled. And that one on Selby. It's John Horner checking out and Xavier Ernest checking in. So here's Gillespie to inbound. That ball floated to Wilkins up top. They're going to call that a tip on Schleicher, no backcourt. And now here's Smith, Euro steps, dishes to Gillespie, who can't hang on to it. And DeMera with the block as Gillespie goes out with that one. But that ball's going to stay with Holy Spirit. Inbound from Spirit. That's intercepted by Schleicher on the fast break. He's going to take it by himself, lays it up, and he's going to get a foul.
Schleicher's been really pushing the ball into the paint this half. He's really getting a bunch of easy shots. Has been to the foul line twice now, also with a layup.
Yeah, you got it, Vinny. He is definitely like the push. Gets the speed going. Gets his head down. See if he can also convert from the line.
Schleicher at the line shooting two. First one doesn't fall. I believe that's the first foul shot the Hermits have missed tonight. Always a good sign. Freshman Luke Bevilacqua checking in. He takes out Delaney. Schleicher misses the second. But Ernest with the rebound. Good work for him. And he's going to be fouled.
Good work by Ernest. Just pushing his way through on the foul shot.
And now he's going to go to the line shooting two. It's going to Coach Rodeo coming out onto the court to talk to his players.
Well, we talk so much about the other three seniors. Xavier Ernest has given this Hermit team a great senior year, and we're going to be talking a lot more about all of them on Friday night, senior night here.
You can catch that game right here on the Hermits Broadcasting Channel as Hermits take on Hamilton. And now here's Brown. Drives, puts it up, and he's fouled.
Good hard move there by Brown.
He's going to go right to the line, shooting two. But not before Holy Spirit calls a timeout with about 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Hermits lead 61-38.
And with that timeout, we would like to mention our sponsor, Ottinger Golf Group. One membership, one price. Atlantic City Country Club, Scott and Lund Golf Club, and Ballamore Golf Club. 3 award-winning golf courses as one family. Now is the time to become a member. Visit ottingergolf.com.
Vinny, I know me and you are both golfers, so we'll certainly be expecting to play some of those Ottinger Golf Group courses this spring.
There's a lot of us golfers out there. Scorekeeper Steve Hawk right in front of us, a big golfer.
What about you, Coach Cat? You golf?
Absolutely. I played 4 years of golf here at St. Augustine on the golf team, but get to play a lot. A couple of the guys here that we get to play, Mike Rizzo, we get to play a lot together. Looking forward to it.
Yes, guys on the golf team didn't get our season last year as it was canceled right before COVID. But looking forward to getting back out there at Buena Country Club this weekend, and obviously Ottinger Golf Group sometime in the future. Now here's Brown at the line shooting 2. Gets the first.
Hermits have rebounded the missed foul shots the last 2 times. See if they can. Well, that time no rebound needed.
Brown going 2 for 2 from the line. Here's the Spartans on the counter. Now Wilkins up top with it. Over to Freeman. That ball's nearly stolen by Ernest. Good work from him. And that ball goes in the corner, but an air ball there from Jabril Smith, brother of Jameer Smith. And now Selby to take it up. Brown drives, couldn't find anything.
Good defense there by Wilkins.
Now Selby with it. Over to Demara. Demara takes it along the baseline. Reverse layup. Gets fouled, but no good on that one. Demara to the line to shoot another 2. Hermits just get their bonus now. With about a minute remaining in this third quarter.
Last few games, we've seen a lot of Jared Demara. He's come and played pretty well for the Hermits. With a 1 game shooting the ball, Coach Radio has called on him to play defense a few times. Tough kid. Looking forward to seeing him the next couple of years.
Yeah, I remember against Millville, he went 3 for 3 from 3 in the fourth quarter. It was a really nice shooting performance from him.
It's another one of those young sophomores.
And there it is again.
As Xavier Ernest does some good work down low.
That's just desire. He just wanted the ball more.
Yeah, those effort plays are really helping out the Hermits here. Just trying to get the ball. It's really working out for them.
And that was Gillespie. And he gets that 3 just off the front of the rim.
Gavin Gillespie gets the 3 to go. One of the few seniors on the Holy Spirit team. Actually, the only senior on the Holy Spirit team.
Yeah, that lineup dominated by sophomores and a couple juniors here and there. As Brown drives, dishes over to Demara. Hermits are going to hold for the last shot of the half. Brown takes it into Bevilacqua, and they're going to call a double dribble there on Bevilacqua.
They kind of tried for the power dribble, lost the handle of it, went back to it again.
And so now the Spartans are going to get the last shot of this quarter. Here's Wilkins, drives over to Gilliam, who lays it up, and he's fouled. So here's Gilliam to shoot 2. And he gets the first.
5.5 seconds. Get the ball here to Kenny Selby. He actually almost hit one from three-quarter court the other night. He did hit one at the end of a quarter against Holy Spirit the first time, so maybe he can get something going.
5 seconds remaining. Holy Spirit gets their own rebound. Can they get another shot? As Gilliam goes up with it, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hermits lead 65-42.
Yeah, that was a really good third quarter from the Hermits, sponsored by Benjamin F. Edwards, third quarter. Now the fourth quarter is brought to you by the Hermit Brotherhood. With a rural campus situated away from major cities and contact points, students at the prep move between 50 classrooms and labs, spread over 4 separate buildings on a 118-acre campus. Consider a safe, in-person learning experience for your son today. Visit www.hermits.com or email admissions@hermits.com for more information.
It's really just a good third quarter showing from both teams. Hermits obviously keeping around their 20-point lead, but Spartans keeping up with the Hermits' quick offense.
Yeah, a little slower pace to the beginning of it, but then it picked up later on. Hermits pretty consistent here, 22 points in the first and the second quarter, 21 there in that third quarter. They're going to come back with their starting group here to start the fourth with this lead.
So Schleicher to inbound, kick off this last quarter. And now Fox to take it up. He's guarded by Smith. Finds Delaney behind the arc. And Delaney over to Schleicher. He's guarded by Wilkins. Now to Fox. Over to Horner. Thought about the three there, no good. Instead he cuts in the inside. Beautiful play there between Matt Delaney and John Horner.
Really good slip screen there. Nice set play. Two of them run it well together.
So here's Freeman. Finds Gilliam in the corner, over to Smith. Now to Wilkins. Wilkins penetrates. Over to Gilliam. Now to Freeman for three. No good. Rebound Gilliam. And he finds Wilkins. Good defense there from Horner. Not letting Wilkins get in. Holy Spirit just taking their time here on offense, not forcing anything. And now that they find Gilliam on the inside, who lays that one up, but no good. Gets his own rebound. Now here's Wilkins, who's fouled.
It's like Fox was trying to get the offensive.
And now Wilkins to the line, shooting two. First shot's no good for Wilkins.
Well, even with the score the way it is, Coach Gillespie's not sitting there thinking we're just going to just throw everything out. Again, young group, all underclassmen on the floor right now. He wants them to run their sets, to run this stuff the right way.
Yeah, he definitely wants them to get some experience in the face of pressure. Down a lot right now. He wants them to keep fighting and get back in this game.
Yeah, with a young group like that, every game's a learning experience. And as Matt Delaney shows us his range after hitting that three.
I think that's the kind of shot you're going to see a lot from, well, we're going to see some of it. People at American University are going to see a lot of that three-point shot. I think you're going to see a little bit of Matt Delaney in the future.
American University lucky to have a player of Matt Delaney's caliber. And we're definitely expecting to see a lot from him in college. We'll definitely miss him here at St. Augustine. Recently crossed that 1,000-point mark. And we applaud him as Don Polecchia checks in the game for Ethan Fox.
Yeah, Andrew Delaney, his brother, who also had 1,000 points here at St. Augustine. He's in attendance tonight. And also his older brother, Tim Delaney, who we were not fortunate enough to have here at St. Augustine, but what just an absolutely fantastic high school player at Pittman. Went on to play at Villanova, national champion there. Pretty good basketball family right there.
And if I'm correct, I believe the mother was also a star basketball player. So I guess it runs in the blood over there at the Delaney's.
She was at St. Joseph's University, yes.
Polecchia, the pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Rebound, Gilliam, who finds Wilkins. Good pass on the inside.
Good play there by the Spartans. Nice push back the other way.
Now Schleicher to take it up. Finds Delaney behind the arc. He's guarded by Lanos. And Delaney muscles in there, but just off the rim. Rebound, Gilliam. And that's going to stay with the Hermits as that just tipped off the hands of Gilliam. Just Polecchia to inbound. And that ball to Delaney. No good. And here come the Spartans on the counter. Smith takes it by himself, and he lays it up and in.
Good fast break from the Spartans there, just getting behind the Hermits defense, getting a nice, easy layup, something that they haven't come by a lot this game.
Polecchia finds Palick, thought about the three, doesn't take it. Finds Delaney in the low post, back to Palick. Now there's the three from him, and he gets it.
Beautiful shot right there from Palick, nice shot. I think it was his first three this game, so that's definitely a good sign.
He's one of the Hermits' better three-point shooters. Him and Fox have been heating up from behind the arc tonight, as Wilkins gets the N1 after the foul from Polecchia. And Coach Rodeo calls a timeout. He's frustrated with his guys.
With that timeout, we would like to recognize IWM3 Welding, Manufacturing and Mechanical, providing process plant mechanical construction and maintenance services.
Hermits now lead 73-51. Just collecting themselves after that timeout. You know, they're up by 20, but Coach Roydo's still not content with that. He wants to see the best out of his guys, and that's just good coaching.
Yeah, he just wants to make sure that they're going to finish this the right way. Of course, one more game Friday night with Hamilton.
Here's Pilecki to take it up. Over to Palick. Back to Pilecki.
And these guys know that their time in this game is running out. Won't be out there much longer before you go further to the bench.
Here's Delaney in the low post, spins, and he gets that one up and in. Great move from Matt Delaney.
Beautiful spin move from him right there, faking out the defender with a head fake. Got a nice, easy shot.
It's definitely something we've seen before. It's one of his more notable moves, although he's got many in his arsenal, Matt Delaney. There's Gilliam, dishes to Freeman. Freeman for three, and he gets it.
Yeah, that good penetration kick.
Holy Spirit staying in rhythm here. And now here's Pilecki to take it up. About 4.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Now here's Schleicher, fakes, drives, takes it by himself, no good. Now Wilkins, here's Holy Spirit on the counter. And Gilliam actually misses that one, but rebounds Smith. And Holy Spirit on the counter. And they're going to call a timeout there. 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter.
With that, we would like to recognize Ottinger Golf Group and Let Wootings by Ottinger. Wow you with two different distinct venues, the beautiful Garden Pavilion at Scotland Run Golf Club or on the bay at the historic Atlantic City Country Club. Now's the time to say, I do. Visit OttingerGolf.com.
So the Hermits going to their bench. Seniors coming out of the game, or the group that was in the game with 4 minutes left.
Tyler Bramblett checking on the court for the first time tonight. Freshman Luke Bevilacqua also getting some more minutes. Here's Ernest, inbounds to Selby. Ernest hands it off to Brown. That's bounced off Holy Spirit, and now they're going to get another fast break here as Wilkins lays it up and in.
Yeah.
Seen a couple points that might have been too easy for Holy Spirit in this fourth quarter, just those 3 breakaway layups, and Coach Rodeo is certainly not happy with that.
Well, in that case, it's not about the score. It's about the set that he wants to run, knowing the situation and what you want to get out of it.
So here's Selby up top with it. He drives, dishes to Brown, who finds Ernest. Ernest over to Bramblett. Looks for the 3, but he can't get it. So some good defense here from the Spartans. Hermits not forcing anything. They've got nothing to force here, as they've got good lead here in the fourth. And now Selby. Good move from him, and he gets the and one.
Yeah.
Kenny Selby.
Nothing but room there for Selby, as everyone was on the perimeter, including Luke Bevilacqua. Plenty of room for Selby to drive, gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, he took advantage of the open floor there, forced his way inside, and got a nice end one.
You don't see a lot of points from Selby. Not one of his main contributions for the team, but he's a big part on defense. He's got some great assists throughout the year. He's got some good passes, and he's definitely a valuable part of this offense and defense, I should say. Jameer Smith shooting 2. And he gets the first. Now some new faces checking in for the Spartans here at the end of the game. Smith at the line, looking to go for two for two here. And he doesn't. Bevilacqua with the rebound. And now Selby to take it up. He's guarded by Smith. Finds Bramblett in the corner. Over to Bevilacqua. And he's fouled.
Well, you spent the whole game having to deal with John Horner, Matt Delaney. When the Hermits go to the bench and when they go to a 6'10 player, so nothing get any easier.
Bevilacqua showing his size there at that little dunk after the play. Now he's at the line to shoot 2.
You know, every game I've been to this year, the game has ended, and I'm leaving the gym, and Luke Bevilacqua is in here shooting. Matter of fact, his mother has to wait for him. He just keeps working out, keeps shooting. Coach tells me he's in early all the time to work out. He just wants to be a good basketball player, and he certainly showed us a lot this first year.
Yeah, with Luke Bevilacqua being a freshman along with Elijah Brown, they're going to be 2 key pieces for the Hermits over their next 3 years here.
I'm with you there, Kat. I've seen Bevilacqua many times putting in that extra work at the end of the night, even after games. I love the determination and the hard work from the freshman, and we're definitely expecting to see good things from him in his next 3 years here at the Prep. So that pass from Emmett Kane is deflected. Going to stay with the Spartans. And now some even newer faces checking in for the Hermits. In comes Nick Beretta, John Dewar, Gavin Reed, and Tom McCormick. Hermits just rotating everyone through tonight. They've got a comfortable lead here. Now Holy Spirit, there's Kane with it in the corner. He pulls up for deep 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound from Coles, and he's fouled by John Dewar. Coles gets his first. Coles gets a second. Cormac inbounds for the Hermits. And now Beretta to take it up. Kind of loses his footing there, Nick Beretta. And they're going to call a kick there on Demera. It's going to go the other way. So Cole to take it up here for the Spartans. Over to Saul. Saul to Smith. Back over to Kane. Just back to Coles in the corner. Drives, he's tripped up a little bit there. Here's Saul. Drives on the baseline. Looks for something that's stolen by Demera, but not entirely. And Kane recovers. He finds Gilliam on the outside, who takes it up. Looks for the bank, no good. Rebound McCormick. And now Beretta to take it up. Balls quickly move over to Dewar, who finds Demera down low. Demera the spin. Puts it up, but no good. And now Gilliam here on the counter. Finds Coles, who nearly gets the N1 there, and now he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
A few of these guys we're going to see, as we mentioned, Friday night, senior night. It's just unfortunate we can't do the whole accepted students night that normally happens on that senior night, but I know St. Augustine's going to find a way to honor the senior players, parents, managers.
May I say, what a memorable night we had last night on senior night. Obviously, Kat, I was on the broadcast with you, but the Rowdies were going crazy with their Hawaiian-themed game against Millville. Hermits coming out with a win, and just a great night for the crowd, for the seniors, you know, getting the attention they deserve. And we're really sad to hear that the seniors can't have the Rowdies with them on their senior night this year, but obviously you can tune in on the Hermits Broadcasting channel, see that little ceremony, and we hope to see you then. Now Reed spins, pull-up jumper, and he gets it. Good move there from Gavin Reed.
Boy, we have not been able to see a whole lot of Gavin Reed. Again, we talked about the fact that JV players that can't move up. Maybe Gavin would have been a JV and played both ways, but they had to pick one team or the other because of the COVID restrictions. But I'm really looking forward to seeing his development the next few years, another one in that sophomore class. Boy, come back to see these two teams play 2 years from now when all these sophomores are in their senior years.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting matchup then. When they are more experienced, they are really young, and that's going to be something to definitely look forward to over the next 2 years.
You know, following Gavin Reed in the offseason, he's definitely put in a lot of work. He's improved as a player since his time on JV last year. And we've definitely seen a good showing from him tonight in his very few minutes, and we're expecting to see a lot from him in the next couple years.
And as we've talked, the JV team this year, another successful JV season, they're going to finish up on Friday night. I think they may have been undefeated, or maybe.
That's correct. They were undefeated.
And they also have 5 freshmen on that team. The freshman team, unfortunately, didn't get to play a lot of games, but they were also undefeated in their 5 or 6 that they played this year as well. So future certainly is bright.
Yeah, they've got a solid JV team down there. Obviously, you said they've got some good freshmen and some sophomores, too. We're definitely expecting to see a lot of them on this varsity team next year. As time is going to wind down tonight in Richland. Hermits coming out on top with a 20-point lead over the Spartans of Holy Spirit. They win comfortably 81-61. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in just a minute after this quick commercial break for some post-game stats and our player of the game.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we prepare to give you some of our post-game stats. Vinny, why don't you hit him with that?
Yeah, Kai Gilliam finished with a total of 3 points, got 1 in the second half. Jameel Wilkins got 13 more in the second half to give him a total of 26. He led the Holy Spirit Spartans in scoring. Hannah Freeman got 5 in the second half to finish with 7. Jameer Smith got 14 in the second half to lead the Spartans in scoring in the second half, got a lot of drives, finished with 20. Gavin Gillespie got 3, and George Coles finished with 2. On the Hermit side, Ethan Fox finished with 12 points on 4 threes. Kenny Selby got 3 points. Keith Palak, 10. Xavier Ernest, 4. Jared Demera, 2. Elijah Brown, 4. John Horner got 12. Matt Delaney led the way in scoring with 21 points. Another 20-point game from him. He's been consistent with that all season. Jack Slaker got 10. Gavin Reed got 2. And Luke Bevilacqua got 1.
And that's actually going to bring us to tonight's player of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, your player of the game sponsored by Toyota of Vineland, was Ethan Fox. Obviously, a big showing from him tonight. Got comfortable from three, hit 4 threes straight from that corner. Definitely a good game from him. We'd love to see some improvement from the young sophomore as he continues his career here at the Prep.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. A couple of guys you could have given it to. Certainly, like you said, Matt Delaney with another 21-point game. But I just love the way Ethan played tonight. Really confident, shot the ball very well. He was good on defense, drew a charge early in the game, ran the offense. Got a little frustrated when he fouled out of the game with a little over-aggressive on the defensive side. But I really like to see the development. That was one of the keys we talked about before the game, is the sophomores developing. They got a lot of good sophomores on that Holy Spirit team, but we got a few good ones as well, and Ethan Fox is one of them, our player of the game.
Yeah, Ethan Fox was very aggressive in this game. He had a lot of confidence going up for a few more threes than he usually does, made 4 of them. He was very aggressive on the defensive end, constantly getting into passing lanes, poking the ball out, getting steals. He did foul out because of that, but it was a very good showing from him.
You know, I love to see that spread out scoring from the Hermits tonight. Obviously, kids all over from the bench and from the starters contributing to their win tonight as the Hermits take down the Spartans of Holy Spirit 81-61. And that's actually going to wrap it up for us tonight here on the Hermits Broadcasting Channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for tuning in to our presentation here tonight. Once again, I'm Andres LaRosa alongside longtime Hermits assistant coach Dave Catalana and Vinny Palestina. And we hope you have a great night, and we expect to see you Friday as the Hermits take on Millville for senior night. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.